The video got cut off. I don't know what happened. Having full faith that manifestation works because I understand it's coming from the source, which I am always connected to, whether I realize it or not. Okay? So this is my teaching for you guys today. This is what I really believe is a missing link for a lot of people when it comes to manifesting. They're just still so identified as a separate individual, and non-duality really helped me cleanse that way, cleanse my psyche. And because when you think you're that like small, separate individual and you're so identified with who you think you are, it's hard to imagine yourself in a different way. And if imagination is the only reality, if consciousness, you can say imagination or consciousness is the only reality, constantly coming back to pure consciousness, constantly coming back to imagination is the reality, not what's going on out here, because what's going on out here is always changing, moving. It's never the same, right? So how can that be where you put your faith? How can this outer world be the source? It's just not. The source is within. And so you rely on your imagination to give you things, because the imagination is always giving you things. It is only giving to you what you feed it. And even better, I believe. So you can also set that up based on your beliefs. Like, I always affirm that the reason I am doing this is to manifest my desires. I manifest purely positive things. So although, there may be some limiting beliefs that are still manifesting in my reality, I've really worked on that belief that good things get to stay around. I get to have good all the time. It gets to be good all the time. And sure, some days I'm not in alignment, I don't feel good. And I'm purging or whatever it is. But like, for the most part, I feel like my overall experience is good. Like, more good than it used to be. Like, I used to believe more in like suffering and like I had to go through it. Okay. Anyways, last thing I wanted to say. You can depend on your imagination to always feed you what you want out here when you feed it right in here. Your consciousness, you can always depend on your consciousness to give you what you're feeding it. And remember, this outer reality is not where you want to put your faith and it's always changing. It's so impermanent. But what is permanent? That's what you need to find and connect with and identify with. What in you is permanent? And Ashtanga yoga, any type of yoga, meditation, Vipassana, these types of things can really help you go inward to that place. I wouldn't doubt that you could also just manifest an experience of that by intending to just, allow your source to reveal itself to you. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was lovely. I love talking about this. I love talking about my first spiritual awakening experience in 2009 in a yoga class, an Ashtanga yoga class, where the physical world disappeared for me, and that changed everything for the rest of my life. I no longer, I wanted to go to this school called Naropa in Boulder, Colorado, but it was too expensive. And I wanted to do all these things, but I felt like I couldn't. And then when I had that spiritual awakening experience, I was just like, you know what? Like, if I am literally eternal and infinite and come from this non-physical place, then why not? Why not do it? Why not live the best life I can live? If all of this form is appearing within no form, and it's not even real anyway, it's just constantly impermanent changing realities, why not go after what I want? Why not create the most beautiful life that I want to live? And that was what I learned from my spiritual awakening experience. Okay, so, and why not just like say, screw all the rules that other people have, what they think is real. Like, clearly they have not had a spiritual awakening, so why would I take what they're saying? When they're just living in their separate self in the relative world. Like, why would I go by society's standards of things when they don't even have the full picture of what's really going on here with reality? Like, why would I listen to those things if they don't make me feel good and they limit my capacity, right? Okay, y'all. So this is Joanne, Manifestation Coach. I help people manifest anything. I also help spiritual entrepreneurs manifest in their businesses using these types of principles and this type of awareness, because also business and money is like such a far away concept from spirituality a lot of the time, but actually you cannot separate them, because spirit is behind all form, including the form of your business. The reality of your business, your spirit is backing that. Your consciousness is backing the state of your business. That doesn't mean you don't need to learn and study things in the practical, physical reality, but still, the source of it is coming from your state of consciousness and your thoughts. So anyways, there's a lot that can be done that's infinite. It's infinite, the work that we can do on ourselves and our businesses and with our relationship to money. The growth is infinite, the potential is infinite. And even through different people, you may learn something from someone at some point in your life, and then like they grow and change, and then you're learning something new through that same person, but they're telling you this whole new channeled information that they figured out. Like, it just, I feel like sometimes people feel like when they hire a coach, that coach is like who they are forever, and it's like, no, you can channel and you can receive things through any coach that you feel aligned with in that moment to hire. But like, you could hire them a year later and have a completely different experience, right? But a lot of people don't think that way. They kind of think, oh, that coach is like that and they're going to be like that forever. But don't forget the truth, right? Even in business, that we are all ever expanding beings. And you are the creator of your reality. So even when you hire a coach, you are channeling what you want through that vessel, that vessel of support, right? And it's okay to have vessels of support. I fully believe in having the biggest self-care budget, the biggest self-support budget possible, because everything is manifesting from here. So when I take care of here, all the better. Okay? All right, guys. You can find me on Genwa Coaching on Instagram, Genwa on Facebook, and then here on my YouTube channel. Feel free to reach out if you had any aha moments during this talk, or if you have them later on. Would love to hear. And other than that, have a lovely day, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.